What's up, gang? What's up, fam? Tribe? I don't know. There is a girl in my class that I saw today as she sits in front of me, and she's one of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen. You know, I hate talking like this because it's like romantic and it feels weird, but yeah, this girl, like, her eyes are so pretty. Like, I've never seen a human being with eyes like that. You know, they're like bluish green, and I don't know, I think I just, like, my stomach sank a little bit when she turned around and I saw her eyes. I haven't talked to her yet, but I will. We have class on Tuesday and Thursday, so I just wanted to talk about that because it feels different now that I'm older. Like, I remember having crushes on girls when I was in school, and it was always a disaster because it's like you put them up on a pedestal and you think they're like you think she's like a goddess and she's like above you, and you're like a little weak little mollusk that has to like beg for her attention and her affection. But I don't feel that way now that I'm older. You know, now that I've kind of been heartbroken a couple times, I just feel this sense of like, I just want to like talk to her, you know, I just want to get to know her. Like, I don't care if I get rejected as much as I would have probably years ago, but I just want to try it, you know. I just want to see, I want to see if I can do it. I remember I heard the story about like Richard Nixon and his wife. Not that Richard Nixon is like a great role model, but he was the president. You know, he was he did a lot of good things, Richard Nixon. He wasn't a bad president. It was just like Watergate kind of ruined his reputation, and he was corrupt. I mean, he started the EPA, Richard Nixon, the Clean Water Act. You know, he basically ended the Vietnam War. I think him and his wife, she was like a librarian or something, and he just like, he told her that he was gonna marry her, like, because he knew her, he talked to her a couple times, and she was like, oh, I have a boyfriend. And he just kept talking to her even though she had a boyfriend, and would like, he would actually like drive her to dates with other men, which it's like nowadays if you did that, people would call you a cuck. They call you a fucking simp. But I mean, that's kind of like what being romantic is a little bit. I'm sure his wife did love him, and I'm sure they had a good relationship, you know. Maybe he wasn't the most charming Don Juan guy in the world, but I mean, I'm sure they loved each other. He cried at her funeral. So I don't know. I don't know her name yet, but she will be my girlfriend. She will be, or I'll at least talk to her. I'll at least get a date, I promise. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.